Hey everybody, it's a little bit late. I might look a little tired, but it's time to do something that should be a little bit fun, and that's to collect my Splinterland season rewards, go over the value of those rewards, and talk a little bit about a conversation I had with a friend who was thinking about getting into Splinterlands because he knows that I'm making money playing it, but I don't really know how much money you would need to spend to get into it. So anybody that has an idea of the cost of getting into the game, like at level 4 or level 6 teams, so you can get as far as my alt accounts, is something I'm going to be working on finding out, and then I'm going to be doing a video on that later in the week. It might take me a little bit more time because it's going to take some digging, and I've been pretty busy. I haven't been making as much content, and I've been slacking a little bit on my Splinterland stuff, and that's all bummer for me, right? Because I'm not making as much, but sometimes life gets a little busy. You're having fun doing other stuff, and you just, I've been able to go outside again. So I'm playing softball again. I'm doing things that are fun, but I still am playing Splinterlands. I still am using a bot account to be able to play the game and get my questing done when I don't have time. It allows me to be more of a content creator. As you can see, I've been building up my YouTube channel, working on passing up 1,400 subs. If you're not following me there, I'd appreciate it if you check it out. Give me a follow if you don't mind, seeing some Splinterlands and DeFi videos kind of pop up in your feed. That's really what I'm focusing on right now. I also talk about stuff that's going on over on the Wax blockchain, and I'll be doing more stuff about NFTs once they get going on BSC and once they get going on Solana. But I really, really enjoy Wax right now for NFTs. I really think it's the best marketplace for your average NFT collector who's not really, really rich. I've been able to get into there, get into some good projects, and that's been really fun. And then Splinterlands joined it in over there, and it made things just even better for me because now I have another marketplace for my cards. And we'll just see how things can be going. As you can see, I did do a pretty good video recently that got a lot of views, so thank you for everyone that checked out Panther Swap. I feel like that site is an interesting little one, so if you want to check that out, I'd appreciate it. And I am going live every Saturday, so this was last week's video, and then for some reason this morning's is over here. So if you ever want to hang out with me live, ask me questions. I usually do talk and feature Splinterlands. This week I talked more about different BSC projects, and I'll just give you a little hint. I've been playing a lot of Gala games because they're doing their May Mayhem contest. Here's my Blue Steel Town. I'm currently hanging out in 81 place, so I have a chance at winning $500. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going ahead and I'm playing this week. I do have a couple items. A lot of you have used my link to join the game. Thank you very much. You've got me these fountains that I have rocking out over here and over here that help me out in the game. And it's just fun to compete when they do these special events and see how high I can go ahead and get. I'm hoping to stay in the top 100. Should I go to sleep tonight? What do you guys think? I don't know, but let's go ahead and get the rewards, and then we'll get to a little bit of talking about what me and my friend were going over with whether or not he should get into Splinterlands, and you'll have to decide if I was right or wrong, and maybe he'll check this out, and then he'll see what some of you say if you go ahead and say that. I'm getting too much water, so let's go ahead and turn one of these off really quick, and then we'll go ahead and move that out of the way, and we will move in this tab here. So this tab here, we're going to start with my 2 alt accounts. So this Drazius account is my lowest account. It only has enough power to get up to Diamond 2. It typically does get to Diamond 2. Things have been a little bit more different lately, but as you can see, it did. So I have 50 loose chests to claim. He has 5 teams, just so you kind of get an idea of how many teams that he has that are at least level 6, and 1 team that is level 7. He doesn't have the fire team, so whenever I get the fire quest, I have to hit new quest on him, or he doesn't get a quest for that day, and that does happen occasionally if I'm not always paying super close attention to this account. Now I'm on an Earth quest, so hopefully he'll get that done pretty soon. Now we're going to go ahead and just do a claim on the season rewards. I would have showed you the daily rewards, but obviously I didn't have the quest done. And so you'll get an idea of this one, and then I will go ahead and bring it up in the peak monsters to show you kind of the value for the season rewards. They can either be very, very high or very, very low, and the higher you are in the league, the more chests that you get. So let's go ahead and check these out, see if I get lucky at all. So that's not a great start so far, but there's a rare card. I haven't seen any big rewards yet for this account. And let's see here. Anything gonna pop up? Nope. And, with only 50 rewards, you'd have to get pretty lucky to hit a home run. I did get, this is a pretty good rare card. I got a couple good rare cards. I didn't see any dark energy crystals in the thousands. So this will be an example of what you would get in the Diamond 2 League on a season where you just did not really hit a home run on the on the season rewards, and it happens sometimes. And as the more and more you play the game, you'll just collect those, and you'll move on into the next season. We got 15 days to get back to Diamond 2. I'm hanging out in the Gold League right now, and then we'll go ahead and go to my other account. So this account has all teams at level 6 and 1 at level 7. It can actually has enough power to make it into Diamond 1. Oh, I just made it into Gold 1. I'll keep playing. I don't know if it made it. Oh, it did make it to Diamond 1. It wasn't quite there, but it didn't. So I'll be able to show you. This is currently a Gold 1. So I'll go ahead and claim this to show you what you would make in Gold 1. So on a daily quest, you would get in Gold 1 with no potions, adding, I believe it's going to be, okay, 8 chests. So we'll see if we get anything special here. It's nice to at least get 3 cards, because sometimes you can get just potions and then you'd be disappointed. That's a rare card, so that's a nice little grab for the day. And then there's 40 dark energy crystals. So that will just help me add to there. Now we'll go ahead and get into the season rewards for this account. So here, I'm doing my second opening of 60 chests. This will be about 110 chests together. I'm hoping to see at least one epic card here. Maybe get a gold. That would be kind of cool. So I started off better there with some early rares. Now we're getting into some commons, and then we're going to go ahead and see if anything else pops up here really cool. I don't know if anything is going or not. Did I miss anything? Nope. 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 So a nice couple set of rares that I needed, a good amount of common cards, and some dark energy crystals as opposed to too many potions. I've got kind of heavy potions right in here. And then I'll just double check if either of these accounts has packs to open. So she didn't get any packs this season in the last few days, and he didn't either. So no big luck on my alt accounts. Those were pretty normal. Now we'll go ahead and go into the main account here. And we'll go ahead and claim this. Now, technically, I should be able to get to Diamond 1 with the power that this account has, but I haven't been able to get there recently. I've actually invested quite a bit of money in the last couple weeks into this account to try and get the Untamed set maxed out, and I'm wondering if that'll get me back into Champ 1 or not. I meant to say Champion 1, but this is a Champion 2. It's 120 chests, so it's basically 10 more than I just opened on the other 2 accounts, and we'll see if we get super lucky here. For a normal follower, I know I'm being very granular, but I'm wondering if some maybe new people might see this video, as my channel on YouTube is growing. Now, so far, this one too, I haven't seen any. Oh, there's a 279 dark energy crystal. There's a golden rare, so that'll help the value on this one. There's a 199 energy crystal. And let's go ahead and let's see what happens here. So nothing else. No cards for a while there. Quite a lot of dark energy crystals, but all in the lows. There's 2 rares, so that was a nice come up right there. Now we had a little thing of potions. We got one more gold card at the end there with a gold common, but that's still not a bad card to get. No gold legendaries, no gold epics, no epics at all tonight, I don't think, which is kind of disappointing. But a gold rare, so that was a nice card to snag, and he's actually a pretty good card. So I'll just as a quick little show of value that you can get on a daily quest, I'll go show you, on the season quest, I'll show you what those 2 golden cards would be worth. They're going to stand out a little bit in value, but not a ton. So this guy here is worth around $1.35. And let's see, where was the rare? Oh, right here. He's probably worth $4. So that's $5 right there I got back for playing the game. Again, if you get into the game, you're going to be earning rewards around in that range. You might get really lucky and get something like this one that I got a few days ago, and that one's worth $72. So that was pretty cool. I'm holding on to him because I think he'll be worth more later. And as you can see, these are all golden rewards cards I've got for free for playing the game. Here's an epic one that's worth $14. So you will end up getting a collection like these eventually if you get into the game. I do have this one. It's worth $26. I got 2 of those. So it's kind of an exciting thing to be able to do. But let's go ahead and just get you some actual numbers on what theoretically I got today. So I need to go to the Peak Monster site. If you're a Splinterlands player, you should know about this site, and you should know that you can go to your Explorer. So we can go ahead and go to my Explorer, and you can see that I have my rewards claimed here, and if I click on it, it's going to open them up, and it's going to give me a value that I earned. So it's going to say that my card's value was $6.98, and then if I go down to the bottom of this one, does it total the deck? Do you see for me? No. So I got $6 worth of DEC, and I actually would have to calculate this, but my bot wasn't running for this account, so I can't add it up for this. But I also would have got all these dark energy crystals. I didn't have anything huge there, so it added up to like $2 or $3 more. So I would have got like $8 on that account. And I know these numbers are probably not going to blow you away, but I just want to not, try to lie to you and tell you that these accounts are bringing down big rewards. So this one got a little bit under $1 worth of cards, and so it's 87 cents. And then it also got the dark energy crystals, so it's probably around $1.50 for the small account. These values do vary a lot. It would have been funner to do this video a couple weeks ago when I got the gold legendary, but you're not going to get a gold legendary all of the time. You're not even going to get one very often, so you have to know that if you're getting into this. And then here's my other account. This one pulled down $1 in card values plus all the DEC down here. So altogether tonight, I probably netted about $11 to $12. I get that about every 2 weeks. And this is on the smaller side of the rewards that you would get. I didn't get any big dark energy crystal rewards. I didn't get any giant legendary golden epic or legendary or epic cards. I did get one golden rare, but that card, a golden rare rewards card, currently in print is only worth around $4 to $5. If you hold them till they're out of print, they'll go out to around $10, $20, $30, even if it's a good one. But that's just kind of an idea of some of the rewards that you can get in the game. So basically, when I was talking to my friend, because I introduced him to Cub DeFi, and he's getting into the crypto world, and it's kind of funny how it goes, right? Once you dip your toe in, all of a sudden, he's like, I can't believe I wasn't doing this stuff before. So now he wants to know, should he be getting into Splinterlands? Because he knows that I'm in Splinterlands, and I've been in Splinterlands for the beginning, and I've told him a little bit about this game and how I play it, and I'm winning these free cards, I'm winning this money, I'm winning dark energy crystals with every battle. And he is aware of the dark energy crystal farm over on Cub DeFi, and he does see how if he came and played the game, he could be earning an asset then he could go and invest and earn another return on. So the question is kind of how much do you have to spend and how much to get into the game. So when I was just briefly looking at this in my mind, if you went with the Untamed set and you wanted to get these summoners up, if we go over to the market into like level, I don't know. I was originally saying he should get to at least level 4. And I was doing the math, and I was saying, 25 cards, level 4, that a summoner would cost around $15. And I think that's about right. If you do the math on these, 25 times 50 cents, it's around $15. Some of them are a little bit cheaper. Some of them will be a little bit more on the regular set of them. And then if you wanted to get the Dragon Summoner, this one's about $25 to max out because you don't need as many. Or maybe it was like $30. And then if you wanted to get these ones, well, that's more of a serious investment to do. As you can see, these prices are much higher. So the question then becomes, at level 4, if he invests, in say 4 of the teams at least, I guess he can go with this Dragon Summoner. I forgot about this one. This one wouldn't be that bad. So he can invest, I would say, I told him you should probably do this one, this one, this one. And then it was kind of a toss-up, probably Fire. And if you were going to skip 2 teams, I would say Water and Death from the set if you were going to try to only go 4 for your initial setup of teams you'd be leveling. Obviously, he'd still have these at low levels, and so he could try to play it, and then you'd have a good opportunity to probably get your quest done every day with maybe a bad day where you got Water, skipped it into Death, and you'd be like, well, that sucked. And you'd be able to start earning a return and earning some dark energy crystals. And I did tell him he could go ahead and invest in a botting account. That wouldn't be very much, a couple dollars a week like I use, a month like I used, to go ahead and have it play and farm him coins when he wasn't playing. And the question is, can Splinterlands compete with a DeFi return rate on something like Cub Finance, which he's very comfortable using? And you're seeing returns over there. We'll just take a little kind of look, because this is kind of the question that I'm asking the community. Does it compare with getting into just, farming these at 270% and maybe putting money into these at 56%? So, you could be hanging out here in these stablecoin farms and just increasing your wealth at a 56% this year. If he took that same, say, $200 to $300 to put into Splinterlands and get those cards up to those levels with a few legendary cards and maybe a few of the dice cards that are really helpful, can you see that he would make around 56% in a year? Having looked at my rewards for this season and seeing that you would get about $4 to $5 per week, per 2 weeks, in rewards, No, you'd only get about $2 to $3, and occasionally you'd get lucky and you get a really good card that was like $5, $6, or maybe $50. It just really depends. But I told him, unless you really wanted to get into the social aspect of this game and start blogging in the Splinterlands blog, so that players like me can go ahead and reward you with votes, and you can be earning some extra money to help you level up your cards, I don't really think it's the best idea. Um, Especially if you don't think you can enjoy playing the game. I think he's leaning towards he's going to give it a shot, because after we talked about it that way, he's like, you know what, for sure I think I can enjoy playing the game. And so it's going to be fun to bring him not only into Cub DeFi, but now bring him into Splinterlands. And hopefully, once he's here, I'll get him into blogging and maybe even making content like this, but probably not this far. He'd probably do more simplistic blogging on the site, if anything. But it'll be an exciting thing to do. So this video is already at 16 minutes, so I'm just going to kind of end it there and let you guys know that, I feel really good about my channel because I've been doing a good job. I feel like just talking to people, showing them how to do things, showing them projects, and just bringing them into things that can be rewarding for them. I don't think anybody that plays Gala games will be sad once that Gala token is out of beta and that platform has 8 to 9 or 10 games. And when Splinterlands has land out there, and Untamed is sold out, and these cards start to go up in value. Maybe not the same way Beta and Alpha did, but somewhat similar. And then the Chaos Legion comes out, and there's the whole new game mode, and we're farming minerals out on the lands, and we're creating items, and everything in this game is grown to this next level that I see it coming to. I don't think any of us will be sad to have been here, and I think everyone who gets brought in will be very happy. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thanks, guys, for checking out the video, and thank you very much if you've been following my YouTube. Oh, sorry, I'm uploading another video I made right now, so I decided to make one more while I was waiting. Thank you, guys. Bye.